TimeToShine really dedicating Soryu to their pocket pick of Lucario quite a bit. You think their top path probably locked down with that already, but duo with Gray or Luca has played a lot of different support Pokemon. Clefable, Eldegoss, Comfey, like, I think even their Hoopa's amazing, so I really do think their support play is a bit of a silent carry on the side of TimeToShine.
Just last in the winners final, we saw Urshifu again on both teams, having a lot of success, even though TimeToShine lost the first game.
Yep.
Urshifu still did put in so much work, and it's currently open. Hoopa now being banned. Now he's like, you're not gonna get Hoopa. Trevenant as well getting banned away from Gatlu or Bruff. And what could the first pick be right here? Espeon Mew, obviously up for grabs, and they might just decide to go for a Lapras.
Probably not.
That would be amazing, but sadly not.
Yeah,
it's gonna be the Espeon. Just the safe option. Make sure your bot path is always ahead, and as soon as Espeon gets to level 4, bot path is just sailing.
Yep. Great draft decision to grab that Espeon first pick, especially if it is available, as it's not often after that first ban phase. The Trevenant ban by TimeToShine is really interesting. I think the Lucario has a really tough matchup into the Trevenant top path, so you're just going to be giving over an Urshifu to the side of
That's the Urshifu, of course, and if someone wants to go for those last hit moves at Nouns Esports, they used to be the team that played Dragon. I want to see some Dragon Knight.
No, okay. A bit of a
Urshifu Dragon Knight, I feel like that's something for sure they could still show off. Maybe late on into this, I mean, we're already very late into this tournament, but it's like a surprise going for that insane last hit team comp. They used to play this a lot, the Urshifu and Dragon Knight in the same team comp as well, making sure you get every single objective, every single Reggie, have that Rayquaza as well, just always in case you fall a bit behind, you can just go for it. But Mew being locked in with the Blissey, we haven't seen much Blissey. And this Blissey might indicate a Dragon Knight, honestly.
Okay, all right, a lot of belief in the Blissey, but a Talonflame lock-in. This is an iconic Pokemon of the region that we have not seen very often within his top 8 tournament. Now, they offered it for a split second. I don't know, what did I want it? But the final selection for Nouns Esports is going to be a very impactful one again. It looks like they're hovering the Glaceon. Sixties is truly exceptional on this pick. They proved it again and again, tournament after tournament. So I think this is a good comfort lock-in for them, and then allow a Desu to pop off on the Mew. Game number 1 kicking off between TimeToShine and Nouns Esports.
And Shelvin on that Talonflame, a very comfort pick for it. He just likes Talonflame a lot. And again, I think it's a great pick in this game as well.
Yeah.
He will have a Gatlu on the single strike Urshifu. He had eject button, floats down, so he's not going to play the surging strikes that honestly has been kind of dominating this tournament as well.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, single strike, very, very popular, or this is the same with rapid fire. But this double speedster composition is one that we've seen a lot of teams try to employ, and I love TimeToShine choosing it in those last 2 picks in the draft phase. Really puts Nouns Esports in a difficult position when it comes to their final pick. Mew taking a lot of early damage, but not enough for Bordy to find the knockout.
It's a classic Mew against Espeon bot path matchup, which I think is still in favor of Espeon just because it just has much more lasting damage of that Psyshock. It's so difficult. It's for sure the most damage move, except for maybe a Wicked Blow, but of course Urshifu is going to be a top path, so Espeon doesn't have to worry about this at all. Electro Ball, Light Screen can still do amazing damage as well, but for sure I feel like the advantage is always towards that Espeon.
Really fast-paced early pathing there for Nouns Esports, leaving the back 2 bundle beats, but on both sides, top path and bottom path, just waiting till that passive experience gets up a little higher so that you can consistently find your evolution with some safe farm.
Shelvin looking for the gank, and there's actually quite a lot of damage early on. He goes on to Edesu, who's already losing the Snow Cloak right early on, but they're not going to commit to anything because Gatlu just hit level 5, and as soon as that Urshifu's level 5, you don't want to deal with it.
Yeah, you can't pressure into that, especially when we only have Doduo and Cleffa rounding out the top path. But a bit of an engage. Gecko Akami trying to get some value, and a great flank by Bordy. Surf through the wall to get one big bounce up, and Sixties is in danger as Shelvin is able to chase down the knockout.
Nice punish by TimeToShine. Nouns is being a bit too aggressive. Gatlu looking for the blue buff. He's going to secure this one as well, but can he get out is the question. Eject button with the headbutt across the wall. Shelvin on the chase, but I don't know if he has enough damage. Now he's going to commit. Actually, Gatlu might turn it around. There's a big blow, maybe into eject button. No, he doesn't go for it since he already used it to escape, and now he's going to go down. Nice punish by TimeToShine. Nouns looking for the aggression, but TimeToShine with very, very punishment.
Yeah, with great reads there as well. Bruv trying to go with the help, but wow, a Clefable knockout duo, or Luca with a fantastic 1v2 situation, comes away with a knockout, and they're already level 5. They're going to be moving towards this goal zone. Great advantage in the top path.
Botty looking for the Psyshock right now, but actually 60s, already level 6s on the Mew as well, but again, Espeon has that advantage. Almost one entire level, looking for the Psyshock, and it's just impossible.
It could be airborne, it could be standing on the ground. Espeon's going to find it no matter what. Bruv almost at that level 6 point, but this is unless you'd love to see it get that block move finally available. Soryu on the Dodrio, so not on the Lucario. We see them most often playing before this team, but so far, level 5, a little bit slow in the top path, but they're looking to have a big impact play.
It's going to be a very difficult Dodrio game. Against Isaac, Spear, and View, it's just so much point and click damage going onto the Dodrio. It's going to struggle a lot.
Unavoidable damage, right? It doesn't matter
you
how
can't avoid
fast
it.
you are,
Exactly.
you cannot outrun Icicle Spear. So you're going to have to play this one very, very safe. A Desu on the other end does not need to. Level 8 on the Glaceon. Extremely good early game for this player. And now they are a huge threat at the 7-minute mark.
Yeah, both evolutions level 8 now are going to try to be the deciding factor now in the spot fight, but Gatlu has the wicked blow and he's going to try to just go for the Registeel. Now they're just bursting it down, it's already under half HP. Talonflame can shave it, maybe steal it away. SP Knight doesn't really hit too much, there's a big blow coming through, and Gatlu with a perfect secure is also going to take down Shelven next on the chase. Espion's already down as well, now Esports is going to look to cruise through this team fight.
Great coordination by Nouns Esports as well. They knew when the rip needed to happen so that Gatlu could get it. Fly looked like it was an hour late to that fight because of how fast the rip was for Nouns Esports. On a call, and they turned on a dime and got that objective down. So you're going to be soloing this Reggie Alecki. They will be able to secure this one, no problem, but it's only going to be heading towards this first-tier goal zone, and I doubt we're even going to have an overdunk with this.
Yeah, not too much of an overdunk, but I mean, still some points they go in. It's gonna actually see Jack buttoning forward, but he auto-takes the wrong. Oh no, the wild Pokémon goes back botman, and the Rage like Aeos and now the TimeToShine can maybe look for some scores right here. They have 20 on multiple Pokémon, so they can go for 20, maybe 26 score right here. Or Drury is gonna score those 30 points, but then break the goal. Blissful Knight goes on to Gatlu, looking just for some knockouts right now because they lost the goal on the chase now, and it's so difficult for Drury. You can't get away from Electro Ball. Boost Outtake going to land. 2 knockouts for Nouns Esports, but I think TimeToShine is still happy with us.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. I mean, TimeToShine gets a goal zone broken, which is not too bad, and a lot of the early power spikes in Nouns Esports, you're not worried about that experience flooding the other direction too much. So now you can get a little bit of map pressure and make those future Regielekis a bit easier to secure. Duo at that level 8 is providing a lot of healing with Moonlight finally, and these, but it's tough to find good targets for it. It's double speedster composition with Fable healing. It's not an easy one to coordinate. TimeToShine is going to need to be playing picture perfect if they want the maximum value out of their support player.
For sure, Soryu finally hitting level 9. For the Dodo, really didn't get all too much done yet, but it's quite difficult, as you mentioned. Like, it's so many Pokemon on the enemy team that are very, very difficult to take down for Dodrio. And just be careful not to maybe face check into Professor Rarity here. Both teams are just waiting for the Reggie to spawn right now. There's only one white Pokemon up on the entire map, so neither team really has to do anything.
Exactly. You can just absolutely chill. 60s on the Mew, hanging around the top path, expecting a flank from TimeToShine, but it is all 5 players, or 4 with Shelvin on the way. Big engage by Bruv, blocks Soryu up against the wall, but they're able to escape before any big damage comes in. Icicle Spear hits a wild Pokemon. I don't think a Desu was aiming for that one. And Registeel spawns in, and TimeToShine the first to strike.
They're actually leaving Mew top path, so it's going to be 4v5, and Nouns is still engaging. Doesn't matter what even they're outnumbered, because they know that Gatlu might be able to secure, but Snowlake's already dropping on HP, now is knocking up 2 members. With that Unite move, trying to heal up. Drury also going very deep onto Glaceon, and there's Talonflame coming through, and one attacker's already down for the Nouns Esports. Again, they're fighting outnumbered. Mew's finally here, and the Registeel is out way too far, so it's going to slowly delete, but the fight is still happening. Rush is trying to keep teammates alive. Drury can't do anything in this fight, and they're still just running in.
Just locked in place. Gatlu goes down to a very low HP, but the all-arounder bonuses that they have are working for them. And Geese's support play is picture perfect. So much healing sent over towards them, but the refight is possible. Shelvin waiting in the wings to try to find a big knockout. Dodges the Mew boosted auto with the fly, but completely misses the landing.
He misses the landing, and now Nouns Esports obviously know about it. They're going to activate the Mew Knight looking for Dorio. One basic attack. Oh, he can't get a range for the Electro Ball. Actually, a Solo is still selected. Shelvin solo on HP. He's still going to have the next fly back up, but this one has to really hit. Gatlu's grab lopping, Registeel on HP. They're trying to go for. There's the fly very early on. He's looking for the knockouts, and he gets it. Talonflame is able to secure, but TimeToShine, they're going to lose a lot of members still right here. 2 already down. Dorio, Talonflame, they're falling, and Nouns are still kind of winning the fight, but they lose the Registeel.
I mean, Gravity is going to be a pretty good deterrent to get them back in time to defend the goal zone at the very least. With only 10 left on the HP of that goal zone, the overdunk could have been huge, and honestly, just gut-wrenching if TimeToShine was have to give that away. 50 points go in for Nouns Esports on the top path, though. A Desu finds their way there for a big score, and Nouns Esports has a 982 lead here.
Yeah, Glacier just went top path to go for the Regieleki and get 50 points, and so Nouns was fighting outnumbered, and they still got more knockouts than TimeToShine. Even though they lost the Registeel, that is 100% worth it. They now have a very comfortable 90-point lead when it comes to only 1 minute.
Yeah,
exactly. Phase already spawning.
Yeah, that last Reggie fight lasted basically the entirety of the match. I felt like so many refights, 1, 2, or 3. Bruv is going to be called out by Gek. They're able to spot them in that tall grass. 40 doing as much damage as they possibly can, but a big engage is going to lock Gray up, and Duo is running away to support the squad.
Nice defense by TimeToShine. There's one side shock into a surf, and now it's can't really stay on chasing. Gekogami still looking for level 11. He wants that surf plus. They want to make the go right. They're actually going aggressive, but it's 2:35. They're diving the enemy goal zone. Might just be a bit too aggressive for TimeToShine, and Gekogami just gets pushed towards the right side. Has no chance, but look how tanky this Pokemon is.
Yeah, I know.
Finally taken down.
It takes some time, but Nouns Esports very happy with that play, bro, forcing Gekogami all the way back into the Flux Zone, meaning they had no escape route whatsoever, and it was just a matter of time until the knockout happened. Gatlu almost at level 13, well out-leveling Soryu on the other side, and they are quite happy about that point. They're going to be so strong in this final stretch, which is only 4 seconds away.
The experiences are very close. Level 13 Espeon, level 13 Talonflame, up against level 13 Urshifu, Glaceon, and Mew. So Nouns with a small advantage of just 1 level across 10 Pokemon. So, I mean, it's not much. Nouns can't really beat comfortable yet. Snorlax looking just for something.
Gekogami forced out of in a really bad position. Great call up by Bruv, and Gekogami is completely shut down. No Unite move because they couldn't risk utilizing it too early. Only a 10-second respawn timer, but the Rayquaza has now become the target of Nouns' attention.
Bruv's gonna miss the heavy slam. Bliss Resistance goes on to Gatlu, and they knock out Talonflame. He's gonna go down. Dudu now has to be the hero. Goes in, but he can't really do anything. He just gets clicked on by Mew. Now Borty trying with the Unite move of Espeon to just buy some time. Doesn't really do all too much damage. And now we have Nouns going for the Rayquaza slowly. It's dropping under half HP already. They have Big Blow, they have Icy Speed. They're gonna go for it. Gatlu, they're just gonna trust in him that he's able to get this one. But there's no Unite. It's gonna hit a Rayquaza, goes over to Mew still. Now he's still able to secure it. Urshifu, even though nice lockdown by the slow bro, just not enough. They just still have 60s, who's just playing a phenomenal tournament now, securing the Ray.
Yeah, 60s finds a way to get a major secure, and Nouns Esports now with a sizable lead. TimeToShine put up a decent defense, but that call out by Bruv multiple times, blocking out the major threats away from both the enemy goal zone and the Rayquaza pit, has now put Nouns Esports into a gigantic lead.
Bruv gets cancelled. Bruv gets cancelled, but Urshifu's still gonna get... No, they're able to cancel as well. There's still 40 seconds left now. Nouns Esports might have just pushed a bit too much right now. 3 members of Nouns Esports are going to fall right here. And TimeToShine can still go for push. They need a lot of points. 240, but it could be possible.
Yeah, Chelvin in position with 50, but Geese is just going to have to bait out these soft boiled as long as they can. Egg Bomb only able to stop 1 Pokemon at a time, though. If their area effect isn't absolutely perfect. Of Dojiro going to be scoring now, and TimeToShine now catching up.
There's only 20 seconds left, and they just need a few more points, but 100 points also go in for the Glaceon, or 60 points enemy base. But they're going to try, they're going to hold on the score button. There's a score sheet on Slowbro as well, but they can't wait. Bruv is just blocking everyone out. Dodu trying again. They're going to lock everyone up. They're going to try and score, and 80 points will go in. Another wait, there's so many points going in for TimeToShine, but I don't think it's enough because Glaceon scored.
Glaceon scored and threw everything up into the air. We gotta see these final ones. I gotta see it. I think it's Nouns, but let's watch that final score line count up. I guess we'll see who celebrates. And it's Nouns Esports.
Gatlu's smiling. I think, but the Geesos look stressed.
The meta does ebb and flow, and we see brand new Pokemon selection every single brand new meta. We're gonna head back to the top of the ban phase, and Nouns Esports first time to shine. Reminder, Nouns Esports leading this matchup 1-0.
Yeah, 1-0, and we had the double Urshifu ban. That's going to happen.
Yeah.
And then TimeToShine and Nouns Esports are gonna just redraft their Pokemon, and we're gonna head into the match very soon. I'm so excited. Is Nouns Esports just gonna take it home? I want TimeToShine. I want a 3rd game. Very badly. I
really want a 3rd game too, and honestly, I want to see a better performance from TimeToShine in game number 2. Nouns Esports really had their number across the board. It seemed like anything that TimeToShine was able to get value on was a huge double down on some of these plays that Nouns Esports just turned into their own positive situation every single time. So TimeToShine needs a new answer, and hopefully this draft is the start of that.
I think TimeToShine might have to play around top path a bit more.
Yes.
Like the Dodio last game just didn't really get to the level too early. Like level 9 took very long to get, and Dodio has to be also just very strong in the early path, and that against Buzzwole, so oh man.
I was just gonna say, do you think it's a bit of a better situation though, playing the Dotrio into this top path than the last game?
I don't think so.
No,
I mean, up against
just
Buzzwole,
as bad,
you don't want to.
Yeah, it sounds rough. I mean, Urshifu on one side, well, I guess it was just Central Area, but yeah, Urshifu in one engagement, Buzzwole on the other, all of it looks tough, but we do have a bit of a swap up, not from the draft from previous, of course, but this game number 2, we are going to see the emergence of Garchomp on the side of TimeToShine.
So actually, it's probably going to be a Dojo in the central area?
Yes, has to be.
Actually, their TimeToShine team comps looks very interesting. I don't know really.
Okay, so you've been asking for Wigglytuff all tournament, and the first time we get it, you don't like it. What gives, Chris?
I do think it's fine here, but I would rather have it, like, I think when I wanted the Wigglytuff, most teams had an Espeon in their team, because the Wigglytuff Espeon is such a strong duo combination. Everything Psyshock is going to be a knockout, almost every single time, unless there's some unstoppable fully coming through. And so, how are they going to, I guess we have Dodrio on bot path,
Right, and it's not even like the individual skill we would be worried about not being practiced. It's like the coordination within the team. It's have you practiced with this player on this pick, which can be detrimental. He's actually going to be taking the first central area.
I think he's just gonna. Is he actually gonna fully take it? He's gonna fully take it. Wow. Okay. All right. I thought I would maybe share it with the Eevee. He's just gonna get it low on HP, and the Eevee comp walks up and takes it. But no, he's gonna take just an entire jungle rotation or central area rotation right here. Tries to get to level 5 very fast, but it also means that he can't really pressure the lane early on.
Yeah, and you were right on the call out. Dodrio actually headed into the bottom path, just sitting at Doduo at the moment. Bordy, normally known for their long-range special attackers, now going to be playing this speedster of Dodrio. Tries to dodge the Will-O-Wisp burn, not enough. They survive on what must have been 1 HP.
And he got 2 eject buttons out of Nouns Esports, so now they have to be a bit careful if they get ganked. Maybe, but luckily Glacier on his top path. They're going to try to look for the Trevenant right now. Can they take it down? Bordy just playing around on solo HP.
Yeah, I don't think they could have made that work. However, Gatlu has come to the bottom path thanks to a hyperspace hole. They're going to get an attack weight stack and maybe even look to get more aggressive. Shelvin, though, rotating to the bot path. No eject buttons like you called out. Great call out there for Shelvin to try to double down on. They chase down Bruv. They find one, but the other two might be a bit too much of an ask.
Good punish by Shelvin coming bot path, knowing the eject buttons are on cooldown. Now looking for Gatlu, so he's dropping no HP. Twice goes the toy grass, and the evolution. The A-frames are going to save Bordy from going down as well. Wonderfully done. Perfect evolution timing.
What a roll of the dice, though. You don't last hit that Altaria. That goes a very different direction, but great gamble by Bordy to find the knockout and get away with it.
Top path still looking for that first evolution. Gibbous, Squirtus still stuck on level 4, and now TimeToShine are going to look for their first evolution right here, and he's for sure going to get this bunny. Hyperspace Portal, Squirtus is going to reset, and it looks like top path is very close.
We haven't seen Scald Bro in quite some time, and Luca playing this one again, maybe because they're putting it in the top path, want to try to help out the Garchomp. That slow effect of the burn will allow Garchomp to get a few more auto attacks in, which of course can be a world of difference.
I think there's also want a bit more damage up against Trevenant and Blastoise here to make sure that those actually go down at some point. Gatlu jumping in again. He's not level 7 yet, looking for the superpower. Actually doesn't get cancelled there. Someone takes really tough with him. Hyperspace Portal gets him to safety, but Gekogami also just walks away safely unharmed.
Just retreating back to their
goals.
But oh no, Bordy caught out. Gatlu with a fantastic wood hammer. Sorry, not Gatlu, but a fantastic play there as TimeToShine retreats back to the goal zone for a bit of healing.
Yeah, the early game is very close right now. We always have TimeToShine almost level 7 now for the Gebite, and he's actually hitting it now. So Dragon Rush, Dragon Claw available, which means easy last hitting for the Garchomp as well now. And the bot path in complete control right now, I would say, of Nouns Esports.
Yeah, I would say so as well. They have been performing so well down here, and the Hydro Pump Rapid Spin is now available for Bruv as well. Just on a War Turtle, does not have access to Hydro Typhoon, but Buzzwole already cooking in the top path. That's like a bite sent back to respawn.
Here it again, the Buzzwole just winning up against Garchomp, just being able to 1v1 it very early on because Garchomp just takes so much longer to get power spikes on level 9. There's a Technus landing onto it. He's dropping quite low on HP, but has the Rapid Spin is going to go away now, and the Woodhammer's of Bruffer just landing over and over again, but he's going to get taken on. The nice eject button as well. The focus spin barely keeps Bruff alive, and they're going to maybe look for a re-engage right now. 60 still looking for level 8 right now. The Psyshock is going to go wide, and they're going to take another Hyperspace Portal.
A lot of resources and time baited out, though. No, Shelvin's thrown completely in the other direction. Great play by Gatlu to send Shelvin back, and now Registeel is as good as Nouns. Bordy looking to try to see if they can get a last-minute steal, but instead they go to stack. Gekka gets sleep effect on a couple of the members, but TimeToShine just does not have the damage or the scaling to really be a factor there, and Nouns Esports secures the first objective.
60s again, nice side beam to be able to secure. They're also going to take down the Garchomp on top path again, and they're going to instantly rotate with that hyperspace hole, and just giving Hooper to Nouns Esports is so scary. They're going to try to break the goal first, of course. They're going to get the 30 points in, 16, not the biggest overcap, but they don't care about it. They just want to make sure, get rid of this goal to make sure that Regieleki might be pushing towards the second goal instead of just going to the first one.
Exactly, so much more value gained there. Now Bordy is going to be trying to get a little bit more value on a bit of an invade. I think they took the red buff, hunting for the blue buff as well, but Nouns Esports grabbing that Regieleki is a huge problem. Headed towards that tier 2, and all they're going to have is the Garchomp to defend against it.
But Dodu's going to break the goal as well. Bruff out a bit too far, but I mean, it's very difficult to stop Dodu from scoring anyways. But again, the Dodu really not getting out too much value now. Looking for Bruff, maybe the Horn is going to land, looking for the next Woodhammer. And it's not up right now because this Pokemon was nerfed, but he's on the eject button forward, double hit it, nice full heal by the Dodu. Try to turn around now to Bruff as well. Nice clear is going to land, but Bruff should be totally fine. Double Woodhammer is going to land as well again. The side shock is there. He's going to Unite move. He's going to hit 3 as well, but there's the really tough Unite to try to get rid of this debuff that gives, and they're going to take down the Buzzwole. That's the re-engage with the really tough. Unite move, just instantly turn it around.
A starlit recital lights the way in a haunted forest, and Bruv's Unite move completely shut down. Great adaptation by TimeToShine. Gecko Kami completely outplaying that scenario and defending that goal zone. I mean, Nouns Esports not getting a lot of value out of it, but TimeToShine not swinging the knockouts the other direction either. It really seems like these two teams are toe-to-toe in this match number 2.
Yeah, looking at experience, actually, we have TimeToShine with the highest level Pokemon, 11 Glaceon. They're actually one entire level ahead, but only on 10 Pokemon, 1 level ahead. But it just shows that they're still completely in this game. Even though it looks like Nouns Esports is kind of taking over it, TimeToShine is just slowly farming back up, and they're still in the game.
Yeah, they're looking good. And remember, that Garchomp is going to be the most powerful scaling Pokemon that we have in the game so far. If it truly gets online, Soryu could be an absolute demon on the map.
The bound is quite on the left side, so Nouns Esports might not be able to behind. Got Louis Jack butting forward. The Slowcloak's going to stop the smackdown. Trying for Unite move, and nice Glaceon is going to secure the Red Eyes. Now Garchomp all over Gatlu. He's going to try to get him with the Unite move, and they do take down Gatlu. Can they keep Garchomp alive is the question. Nice 3-man SP Unite by 60s as well again. The Dragon Rush combo lands onto Trevenant, taken down by the Psyshock. It's only down to Slowbro. We have the Blastoise chasing on really tough. Doesn't have enough damage, but I think Slowbro's also going to fall.
And yet again, Nouns Esports does not get the major objective, but they swing it in favor of the other direction. Shelvin back though off the respawn is able to shut down Geese. A KO streak of 2, no hyperspace reset, and Slowbro's hanging out for sure, but not for long, as Nouns Esports is able to clear out their own central area.
Slowbro took so much time to go down that TimeToShine actually respawned and punished Nouns Esports for overextending. They thought like, oh, our defenders are going to come soon, guys. We're going to push this goal. But no, Slowbro just stayed alive for so long that they're not able to actually punish it, and TimeToShine actually find a nice chaos. No, the Hydro Pump steal from Nouns Esports. Garchomp's also going to fall. Oh, that's going to hurt.
Oh, sorry, you're spending so much time just auto-attacking down that main objective for a Beyblade to swing through and swipe past the Regieleki. Spinstoy secures that one, and Regieleki headed towards Tier 2. Bordy at 12, Chelvin at 12 as well, and they're taking a big fight. Big Dragon Rush to take away 2 members. 40 points goes in for Adesu as they knock up multiple targets. Blastoise is the big one, but making them play.
Dragon Rush and combo takes down Gatlu. 3 of Nouns Esports are down. Did they get the Regieleki in? Is it really worth it now? Because TimeToShine can now look for a push themselves and look for another huge overcap right here. 5 minutes commit towards top S. You have Trevenant going from the side. Gek is trying to score those 40 points. They actually succeed in doing so, but they take down the Slowbro. The fight's still breaking out now, and Bruff finding a nice horn. He gets the double KO. Now TimeToShine is overextending on the goal.
Yeah, Bruff able to take 2 knockouts thanks to that overextension. TimeToShine getting in 1 score, but I doubt it would count it as worth it. Shelvin headed back to go farm up and get more wild Pokemon. They're already at level 13. This Glaceon is going to be very, very strong headed into this final fight. Duo and Gecko Kami trying to defend this goal zone against 4-5 members of Nouns Esports.
And one more Regirock spawning as well, but Nouns Esports doesn't really care about this. Want to break the goal right now. Do they have enough time to actually go for it? They're going to try to just take down Biggie Tough. I don't know if that's worth it. They should go for this Reggie, honestly, but now I think it's a bit too late, and they're going to have to go in position. TimeToShine are going to close the gap in points a bit. Right here, Borty's going to score only 16 points now because it's Dodrio. He can't overcap.
Yep, Dodrio forced into splitting their goals in 3. That does make them faster, but it is a detriment sometimes in the late game. Early positioning given over to Nouns Esports. They're hiding out in all the lower parts of the tall grass. They are hidden, but they have great defensive positioning around the entrance to the Rayquaza pit.
Shelvin is level 40 on the Glaceon. He's the highest level Pokemon in the entire game right now. But the Psyshock side BB check button from the Espion. 60's looking for the game-winning play. But a nice really tough Unite comes out. It's going to save Glaceon just barely. 60's trying so hard, but they take down Dory already. They're going to maybe take on Slowbro Trovo again, trying to run away. This guy's going to keep alive. They're going to keep on healing up, but finally taken down by the Woodhammer. Garchomp's also going down. 60's! What is he doing this tournament?
Absolutely popping off is what he is doing. Nouns Esports having the best initiation of that team fight that they could have possibly desired. Shelvin, the only Pokemon from TimeToShine that is able to take it. Unite move to try to give themselves some more Icicle Shards, but they are brought down. 60's knocked out by Shelvin. They get in position.
Icy Wind!
The Rayquaza!
No way!
Icy Wind
No way!
secures it. Gecko Kami in position to score. They were already at the goal zone. That is ultimate trust in your teammates. They got the shield. Shelvin trying to keep it as long as they possibly can. Headed towards the goal zone. It is gone. They're not going to be able to score thanks to Geese and Bruv.
Dorius still scoring, though. Shelvin is going to go down. Nouns Esports now behind in points by 120 points. They have to make it to the right side. They have 45 seconds left. This game is not over yet. Glaceon's getting taken down. Dorio is still running around. I don't know if they got actually rid of the shield or not. It's currently a 4v4. Gatlu also going down, trying to score on himself. And yeah, the shield is gone right now.
Yeah.
But Borgi's going to try to zone Adesu away.
I believe Gecko Kami still does have their shield, but instead they are deciding to retreat and just play a little bit of defense. Seeing the crowd control could be so powerful. Gray hanging out here. Bruv with the call out of the Woodhammer, but it's going to be a miss. They won't have that second instance.
And Dorio getting destroyed by Blastoise when you might get taken down. Borgi turns it around. He takes on the Blastoise. That's such a huge knockout. Now it's going to 4v5 again. Can they defend? It's looking quite good when the Skies is just going to burn them over and over again. Slowbro Knight also hitting. And TimeToShine are going to take the second game. 5 seconds left. Nouns Esports have no one up that can try and score. And oh, we have a third game.
TimeToShine with those last-minute heroics. Shelvin popping off on stage, and how would they not? What a ridiculous race secure from the Glaceon. Icy Wind at the perfect moment, and now they are headed to a game number 3.
And yeah, the early game for Nouns Esports doesn't look too impressive.
Yeah, I mean, TimeToShine looking to have another solid performance. Nouns Esports looking to prove that history cannot repeat itself. Game number 3 is going to be, I mean, like you mentioned, everything on the line.
And we have Adesu to go very aggressive on bot path, looking for the stacks, but we already have an Espion and a Snorlax, so Adesu is just going to go down, right? He's in the flux right now, trying to run away. He just went for some stack, that's all he cared about. He got 2 and 5, and wait, he got more. Wait, how did he do that?
I have no idea. Soryu putting on the pressure, though. Shelvin getting that early knockout. Geese left alone, Kofi, but no, not for long. Dodrio swings in, and Adesu is still here. Are you kidding me? Gecko Kami can't catch up the tackle.
You should just keep him alive.
And yeah, I don't think they're going to take the knockout.
Yeah, I like this a lot.
This
like, just don't take him down, because he can't. He has experience. He doesn't care. As long as Adesu doesn't farm experience, right, he's going to chase him around. I actually like this so much. It's a very smart play to make sure, because there's no experience anywhere. Maybe going for this Bioton, as soon as he goes for this, he can slowly take him down. And even maybe getting the knockout over to Shelvin. Shelvin should have taken this next.
Yes, that is true, but I still like the play. I mean, in the mainline Pokemon games, we have the daycare. Well, Gecko Kami putting Adesu in one of those. Soryu getting a lot of early damage with that Woodhammer, but Duo's still not quite at that level 4 evolution yet. The impact they're having on that game is a little substantial. Gatlu almost at level 7, though, after stealing away a blue buff, and they're looking for red.
It's going to take the red buff as well away. Already at level 7, it's going to unlock the jump kick so early on into this game already, and he's going to just be super deadly. But the situation that was so funny.
Yeah,
now taking over the central area, and they're going to score some points on bot path. Time to kick, we're just also stealing a very way. They're going to try to score 16 points, but those Skies are just doing so much damage for funny. 16 go in, and I think 30 will also go in.
Yes, 30 will go in, but you got to watch out. 60's Talonflame is here. Bordy takes so much early damage, and they do go down. Great flank by 60s as Adesu is just taking up some wild Pokemon, leveling up. They need to hit that 7 before the first Reggie.
Glaceon also takes on the Talonflame on bot path in the end, so Shelvin finding a nice KO, but Gatlu already level 8. He's gonna have a level 9 so easily. He has one entire level lead over TimeToShine's highest Pokemon as well, but they have evolutions, they just need level 8. Right, they have the Glaceon Espion, level 8 is all they really need to have a chance, but Dodrio Knight is much superior.
I have never been so afraid of a number slowly ticking upwards than I am of the Gatlu levels in this matchup. Tori goes down, a perfect shot by Adesu, and they take one knockout. Gecko Kami takes a lot of early damage with a Snorlax passive, giving them a bit more healing off that Citrus Berry. It's going to give them help in this fight.
Shelvin looking for the knockout, but he actually loses his shots. Another Spirit Shackle comes through, and those evolutions have a lot of range, but what has more range? Spirit Shackle has much more range. So those evolutions do struggle into a Decidueye. And again, when it comes to draft mode, Decidueye is always a risky Pokemon to pick, but when you see your opponent's team comp, suddenly becomes such a good Pokemon. Yeah, Adesu's got great reads on when and when not to be playing this Pokemon as well. Gatlu with a big Dodrio unit gets them in position as they get a huge engage. Gravity tries to shut them down, but a little bit too late from Gray. 60s is the next one up for the dive, and they get some early damage. They combine for a KO on a Bordy as Gatlu is retreating towards the Regis, as Nouns Esports have already deleted it off the map. This time can't steal it away, and he's gonna go also maybe go down right now. Doesn't have the Night Move up, he gets taken down, and now Gatlu. He just doesn't go down right there. He has the Comfey healing on. 24 more points going for Talonflame. They break the second goal of the game already. 172 points, and Soryu was just staying top path because he knew he couldn't join it. Nouns Esports employing their signature great game strategy of winning early. And it's looking good so far. TimeToShine trying to find value in other parts of the map because of that, as Soryu is desperately looking for their level 9 on the Trevenant. I'm finally getting to that moment. They have their Unite move, but in a 1v1 against the Talonflame of a caliber of 60s, it's a tough matchup. 60s just baits it out, doesn't sure, but he might go down to the flies there to dodge the last Woodhammer. Spirit Check it just barely misses. That looked like connected. That was so close of hitting, and they just bait out the Trap Unite, and now TimeToShine. They can't teamfight. Trevenant Unite is gone.
Yeah, Trevenant Unite is completely gone. Clefable not quite having it available. Gravity right on top, but the Fly is going to secure it. Sixties is absolutely having an incredible tournament, top to bottom. Aeos going to use the Unite move, knock right to defend this goal zone, and it's going to completely decimate the side of TimeToShine.
Knock double KO for the side. A triple, make that a quarter KO for the decision. He's in perfect position. Could this be a penta KO for Aeos? Just give it to him. One more to take. There we go. Spirit Check coming through. We have a penta KO for the decision. For Nouns Esports in the losers final. Incredible. That's the decision. Just perfect positioning. If you have that positioning on this Pokemon, it is so difficult to take down. And Aeos really showing why he picks this Pokemon so often.
Aeos 5 for 5 against TimeToShine. Regieleki also hitting the second tier goal zone as Nouns Esports just racks up more on the score line. A bit of a comeback here for TimeToShine as they take 1, but taking 1 for their troubles certainly isn't as good as 5.
Aeos that just scores 40 points where he knows he's probably going to go down for the 40 points, but I think he's just like, guys, just get the lead, one more take weight stack as well. Why not already doing so much damage? Just let me do even more damage. Right?
Exactly. Even more damage is always better damage. I mean, these KOs have just been uncontested from the side of TimeToShine. They are struggling to find anything, but a big Unite move could turn things around. Shelvin able to find 1 through all of that, but the Comfey healing is just too much to deal with. Gatlu sitting at a full HP bar for seemingly eternity as this team fight rages on. Bruv also not any worse for wear as Soryu tries to get some damage, but they just take too much in return.
They just can't take down Gatlu. He just runs and over again. The Comfey is just so much healing for Dodrio, and you just can't do anything about it. As long as Gatlu just maneuvers well with the jump kicks and boost auto attacks, it's so difficult to take down. Drip Pick also healing now. There's just so much healing on this Dodrio.
And they're lacking the slow burn to try to hold it in place. They do have gravity, but Gatlu's been playing an expert game of trying to dodge that move entirely. Regice is going to be completely given over to Nouns Esports because TimeToShine just doesn't have the resources to take these fights. Instead, scoring and wild Pokemon objective securing is the only thing they can look for.
And those 2 speedsters just take away, but there's a nice high shock landing. Gatlu, but no, the eject button forward, but he was already full healing, which means he can't get hit by it. And those 2 speedsters just cause so much chaos that Aeos can just do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Right, the Talon, Dodrio just keep going in, keep going out. Wait. One more Spirit Check. Oh, the heavy's away from him. He's barely gonna live, but Bruff wants this knockout. He's looking for another skull, but he's not gonna go for it this time. So yeah, Aeos has so much space, because they have to deal with Dodrio, and then Aeos will just Spirit Check after Spirit Check after Spirit Check.
Yeah, not often do you consider your speedsters on your squad the ones creating space for you, but when it's a player as aggressive as Gatlu, you're going to find it. Great shot by Aeos to secure that last hit. Woodhammer, desperation, forced at the Regieleki, but no, Nouns Esports takes yet another objective. That's 4 Regis to 0 so far.
22 more points going, and now double kill for the Sidroid, 342 to 107 points, and TimeToShine. They need another miracle like last game for sure, and this time, Shelvin is on level 14. They were able to shut it down much better this game. Regieleki actually walking towards the base. They were able to defend it right in front of their base right here. But yeah, Nouns is looking unstoppable right now.
Unstoppable, winning by over 250 points. This is a ridiculous lead for them, and not quite 250, but you get it. Yeah. So many. Gatlu almost at level 14 as well, and they're looking for more. They want the Escavalier to show back up so they can swipe away a red buff.
And Gatlu isn't too scared. There's no slow burn on the enemy side, so there's nothing that really just instant locks him down. In case he gets Trevenant, like Unite move, he just presses full heal, he can jump kick away from things. It's just one ice event, he has to watch out for the gravity, but in the end, there's no point-and-click thing that's just going to take him down instantly.
Now, TimeToShine has only 10 seconds to come up with a game plan of how they want to take this final stretch. Their victory is possible, however, Nouns Esports has made it so difficult to do so. Final stretch has now begun, and Gatlu's taking a 1v1 against Soryu. This is a lot of early damage. They're going to bail, as now Rayquaza has become the main focus of attention.
And engaging onto Espion. Espion's already down, and Knock in a great position again. The Sidroid just from the top side, firing free on those arrows. No one can actually go for it. 3 members down on TimeToShine already, and Nouns having lost a single member yet. Gatlu's going to score more points, breaking the bot goal, and they're going to just walk towards the enemy base. They don't even care about Ray.
Now to Esports with a commanding position in this game with only a minute and 30 left. They are scoring in that home goal zone, but TimeToShine doesn't even have the Pokemon or players available to actually focus on Rayquaza. Gecko Kami is going to go down in the enemy flux zone, and Soryu is going to find a way to score 82, but that is not even close to enough, as Nouns Esports has over 500 points.
TimeToShine need to regroup now. They have 114 left, and you can see Clefable already auto-taking Rayquaza. They have to go for it. They have no other option right now. But the Spirit Check, it's half HP on Espion already again. One Spirit Check, another one flying through, almost hitting, but the Gatlu's here, and Espion is down again. So difficult for Espion to go up against these double speedster with a Comfey on. It just doesn't have enough mobility and survivability. Clefable goes down, 55 seconds left.
Yet another one is found by Gatlu's. Terrifying chases. I want to get off Gatlu's terrifying ride, and so does TimeToShine. Nouns Esports keeping it up. We got Shelvin able to dive the first fly with the boosted auto from Talonflame, able to secure it. Rayquaza untouched as Nouns Esports holds on to a commanding lead.
Nouns is playing it so wonderfully. We just have Spirit Check, it's defending Rayquaza, and then the speedster with Comfey just keep on running towards the enemy base. 662 points without even Rayquaza being taken by Nouns Esports. It's absolutely crazy. 25 seconds left. TimeToShine are running out of time. Literally, it's not that time to shine, but they just don't have enough time left.
TimeToShine playing a very solid game, but in this end game, they just could not find the answer to Nouns Esports' double speedster composition and a Desu's incredible firepower. Nouns Esports are going to win your losers finals 2-1 and head to Grands.
Incredible, absolutely incredible, very deserved. One of the best loser bracket runs I think I've ever seen. They just completely new team today. Like yesterday, we were like, where's the Nouns Esports? And today we know where they are.